your line. You come through on time. Every day you cross my mind. You and me.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to another Can You Hear Me Now show. And of course, I'm Adrienne, and we have Miss Inez.
Yes, the one and only is here again today. How y'all doing out there?
All right. Here we are again. Can you hear me now? Me and Sister Adrian decided to pick a couple from the city of Zion. I said, hey, what about Saul and Johnetta Orton? And she was like, okay, okay. So today, for our guests, we have Saul and Johnetta Orton. This is a fabulous, dynamic, awesome couple who show nothing but love all day, every day in the grocery store, at the car wash, wherever it is, they gonna show you some love. So we want them to say something to tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's start off with this beautiful woman right here, OSU graduate, super mom, mother.
Woo woo!
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
yeah.
Well, my name is Johnetta Orton. I am a mother of five. Recently turned 43 years old. I look good,
You
eh?
look good.
But yeah, just a stay at home. Well, no, hey, let me speak that into the future. I was supposed to say I'm a stay at home mom, but I'm not. I work from home.
Mhm.
I'm raising some wonderful children. I have a husband that I've been with for. We've been married for 18 years this year.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yes, and he's my high school, middle school, church sweetheart. So I don't really know what to say about
All
me. I'm
right, so
Janetta.
Saul, let's hear it from you.
Okay. Well, obviously, my name's Saul Orton. Of course, I'm a father of five. I'm only saying that because that's how you let
That's
in.
right.
Yeah, no, we've been married 17 years, not
I'm
18.
gonna be 18. I said this year.
You said
It's
this
18.
year?
I did.
18 Saul.
I thought I was getting there, y'all. It will be it
That's what
will
I
be
said.
18.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'll be honest, the only way I keep track of it is just because my daughter's 16, so I know we've been married a year longer than that, so it's been 17. So I'm lucky. It's easy for me to keep track. But yeah, no. um, yeah, no. I'm a no, just man, that's about myself. I'm a contractor. I have my own business. I'm an entrepreneur. Um, yeah, I've been doing that now for almost 4.5 years, I think it is. Um, yeah, and I've stepped out on faith, and I did that. I had a corporate job for pretty much 20 years, and I took a leap of faith on myself, and haven't turned back since. You know,
Okay, that's
but
awesome.
yeah, no, just enjoying it, and that's pretty much it.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. Miss Inez spoke really highly of you guys, and I know I've been a member of the city for about 2 years now. And I know, Johnetta, your best friend is also one of my really good friends. Shout out to her, Miss Tanya.
Hey,
Uh,
Tanya.
so, of course, I've heard nothing but great things about you too, from Tanya, as well as Miss Inez. So I'm like, yeah. I said, Johnetta matched my flight,
Come,
so we
come on,
definitely need
sis.
her.
You already know. Let's go.
We definitely got to have her on there, and we love to have you guys, married couple, come on and encourage us single people who, some of us inspired to be married one day. Some of us
Mhm.
are happy with chilling. Miss Inez laughing because she already know we give her a hard time about this.
Oh, Lord.
We keep saying he gonna swoop in on her one day, and she ain't gonna know what to do. Uh, but yeah,
And the
we
right
we we
one.
love to have you guys on, for some encouragement for us, and just to hearing about being together for 18 years is encouraging to us. My parents are too, like you said, middle school, high school. My parents been together since 10th grade. So
Nice, nice.
they've been married now for, how old am I? I'll be 40 this year, so 42 years.
She do the same thing, man.
See, yeah.
Mm-hmm. 42
Yeah.
years. And then plus the time before when they was in high school and all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
so
that's
I know,
cool.
I
No, that's cool.
understand
It's
I
amazing.
understand what you guys, that type of relationship. You guys have been through it all, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So our topic today, which is pretty fitting, Miss Inez. If you would you say so?
Most definitely.
Would you say
Oh
so?
yes. Ooh.
And
Uh-oh.
I'm wearing it on my shirt. I'm sure you guys can see it. Our topic
Okay.
today
Yeah.
is love. And we
Oh
got
yeah.
two love birds on today. So we're gonna
Hmm.
talk about love,
Okay.
different
Mhm.
aspects of love.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since I'm starting with our question today, I just want to know we were talking about me and Miss Inez were talking about love, different things, love, respect, loyalty, responsibility. In what order would you guys put that? Love, respect, loyalty, and responsibility. Just the words. Love, respect, loyalty, and responsibility. In your household or to you, Johnetta, it might be different. Your order might be different from you, Saul. So, what order would you put those words? Love, respect, loyalty, and
Hmm.
responsibility.
Love, respect, loyalty, and
Sure, whichever way
responsibility.
is fine with
Love,
me.
respect, loyalty.
You wanted my answer first?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I didn't know. I thought she said I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You said love, respect,
Loyalty
loyalty,
and responsibility.
and responsibility. Okay. Um, so if I love you, I don't have to worry about the loyalty because that falls in line automatically. So I would put love first. And then once I love you, I'm responsible for you. I'm responsible for your well-being, your heart, your just everything that comes with you. So I had to put love, responsibility. What was the fourth one?
Loyalty and
Respect.
yeah, loyalty.
Yeah. Love. Yeah. So then respect would be third. Because if I love you, I'm automatically respecting you and I'm automatically loyal to
Okay.
you.
Okay,
So I would
no,
have
you
to
better
put
come
those
on.
down.
Okay.
Yeah. So that would be my order. Yeah.
Love, respect, love, respect, loyalty, and responsibility. So I'm going to say definitely love first. Um, Love comes first because well no, I'm gonna say respect first. There has to be that respect there, something about you that I respect and admire about you for me to love you. um Once I have that love for you, then um we gain that loyalty, all that that comes with it: love, respect, loyalty, responsibility. um the loyalty comes with it, but the responsibility, we're both responsible for each other, whatever we both need. So I'm gonna have
Respect.
to say love.
Uh huh.
No, I'm gonna say, what I say, loyalty. No, respect. I said respect, love, responsibility, and then loyalty. Because if you're responsible for each other, then it makes me want to be loyal to you because we
Yeah,
built
that's great.
something.
Those are great.
Girl, love, respect, responsibility, and what the other one was? Mm.
Loyalty.
Um. First of
Loyalty.
all,
Oh Lord.
uh, I got to respect. I need some respect first.
Okay, first of all,
I need some respect first, and if you give me some respect, then I might give you a little loyalty, and then after that, what was the other word? Responsibility. Okay.
Respect, love, and
Let me see
responsibility.
here.
love and
I would
responsibility.
say respect, responsibility, loyalty, then love. Because if you give me the respect, then I think you might be responsible. If I give you the loyalty, that might lead to love. Oh, girl, that was good. I just thought of that by myself.
Oh,
That was good.
that was good.
So
That was good.
that's how it is over here on this side of
That
town.
was
Because
really
I
good.
drive on a one way street.
That
Inez
was good.
Boulevard, one way. That's
Yeah,
it.
that
That's
was.
where, that's where it's at. All right, Adrian, what about you? Oh Lord, here we go.
Oh
Come on,
man,
Miss Girl.
I ain't mad at you.
Mm, for me, respect is first too. Because like you said, I need to respect you in order for me to even go any further, right? Um, but I think like loyalty and responsibility will come together for me. Because once I respect you, I think maybe even love goes second. So maybe respect then love, and then once I love you, I'm going to be responsible and loyal to you, responsible for you and loyal to you, all at once, and responsible in different ways. You know, your feelings, different things.
That is good. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one.
That was good. Oh, I got a question for you. What
Mm,
makes y'all connect for these long time? Because I know
Oh,
y'all started dating when y'all was in the nursery at the hospital. So, have you ever thought about getting married? When you were little, did either one of y'all ever think about getting married, being married?
absolutely, I did.
no, no.
Don't say no.
Yes, I
No.
did. I absolutely thought about getting married. I mean, I just knew I knew he was gonna be my husband. I tell him this all the time. I can recall sitting at church on the back pew. I was like, that's gonna be my husband. And I probably was
Mm,
in maybe 10th or 11th grade.
mm,
So
wow.
yeah. I don't know.
It's
It's just
always
something
good.
about the gentleman in him, and I was like, okay, yeah, he the one.
Mm. How did
How
you
did
know,
you know?
Saul?
How did I know? Well, as far as like for marriage and stuff, I grew up in a traditional home as far as, being around it. But I eventually knew I wanted to be married, but it wasn't something that I was like, that like heavy in. I was okay, doing what me and now I was with her. Don't get me wrong, I was with her, but I was just cool.
He wasn't gonna be pressured. It was gonna be on his time.
Yeah, on my own terms. I wasn't going to be pressured into it because for us, with us being together so long, people just kind of expected it. Like, are you haven't proposed yet? Then I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to propose because you asked me if I'm going to propose yet. Yeah, So yeah, no, I did it on my time. I was lucky enough that she waited for me. I don't think we did it late or early. I think we did it right on time. I mean, I definitely eventually knew, yeah, that's 100% the woman for me. For me, it's always if they can show that they have your back, and she was always there for me, the time when she didn't have to be there for me. She was always thinking about me and things like that. Those are things that happen early along, just to let you know, like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see myself with her a little bit more. And then I'm a mama's boy, so when it was okay, she kind of handled that the way my mama would have did a little bit. Um, it was like, you feel a different comfort, So then once you start to feel that comfort, then now you can be a little bit more vulnerable, And for me, once I was able to be 100% vulnerable with her, yeah, I'm so like that's it, that's it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Hmm,
Great question.
that is a good question.
Yeah.
That is a real good question. For me, I think love language early on, I think is very, very important. Well, I'm not going to say only early on. I would just say, I don't know. It's the pressure's on it a little bit more in the beginning. I would think because you're learning a person, you're seeing how they operate, what they need, to feel that love. Um, and early on, whether you do that or not, you kind of have to kind of jump through those hoops because that is their love language. You haven't established any kind of relationship yet to be able to just kind of do your own thing or whatever. You have to be able to communicate to them the way they want you to. But I think for me, once you've been married so long, and I don't know if you agree with me, but I think those love languages get blurred. And when I say that, I mean it because I'm a I need touch, and physical touch, words of affirmation. Um, I don't buy any things or anything like that. I don't need anything like that at all. She has to buy me stuff in order for me to have things anyway. But that doesn't speak to me as far as your love language. Physical touch for me, and then the words of affirmation. But at the same time, when you've been married so long, you're able to adjust, and whatever the relationship, that marriage calls for at that time. She may not Early on, she may have not needed physical touch like that, but now she may be in a place in the marriage where now she needs physical touch. So if you just yeah, so if you just stick on one love language and not give yourself room to kind of grow, and you can't just be fixated on it, then you're just going to be like, hey, that's her love language. That's the only way I have to treat her. No, she's they're ever evolving. So yeah, she may need words of affirmation later. So yeah.
Well, for me, I would say early on, gifts were my love language.
Hey, I was doing my thing.
He was, hey, listen here. That's how he got me.
I
That's
was,
part
do-
of how he
I was
got me. I was
doing my
like, hey,
thing.
listen here. And I'm like, I want
Yeah,
pieces. I got so much stuff. I was like, listen
yeah.
here.
Hey, I was doing my thing.
And so he was real, always, sending me,
Yeah.
roses to high school. I come to the office like, you got roses in the office, Johnetta? I have roses. I come out to my car. I got roses, on my windshield and stuff in high school. So those are things that meant much. But later on in life, now where I am in life, I I mean, I ain't gonna say I could care less about a gift, but I really don't. I mean, that's not my thing. I'm more so quality time because you don't really get that time when you add into your family and so much going on. You lose so much of that time because there's so many more people added where you used when it used to be just us, and now there's a party of seven now. So
Real.
you got to figure out where you can get that time at. So mine is my love language is quality time, and it's something that um we've been working on for me with quality time for maybe about the past 4 years.
Hmm.
And he's doing an excellent job. Great job, baby.
Hey, it's something I definitely have to keep working on actively.
Oh Lord. Chow, chow, chow. Uh Girl, you can buy, you know what? I'll be happy with a pack of banana now laters. I'm real easy. You can buy me some now laters. You can buy me some gummy bears. I feel like I didn't hit the lottery. So I'm good. Touching is cool, but you gotta make sure your hands is nice and smooth. I don't want no action, scratches on me or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So
Oh
I
man.
understand. I understand.
you gotta be low. So yeah, I would say that's fine. But a quality time with me is fine. Baby, listen, let me tell you something. We could go and watch a track meet all day, like how guys watch football.
Mhm,
Oh, I'm happy. Give me that, some gummy bears, some
mhm.
now laters, and a big bag of popcorn. I'm good. Yeah, I'm straight.
Hit the jackpot. Come on now.
Yeah, right, for real. I hit the lottery. So that's it for me. I got a good question. Um, have you had people try to come in your marriage and break y'all up? How did y'all handle that? Because I know you had. Because for real, I got one question for you. Answer that question. I got a question for you.
Mhm.
So I need you to tell the truth on this question that I'm about to ask you. How
I
long
got
are
you.
you gonna keep this disguise up? We know your name is Saul Orton, but I know for a fact you are really LL Cool J.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah. Are
Yeah.
you really LL?
No, no, no.
He be licking them lips though. I'm just saying.
Hey, you gotta keep them ready.
Oh,
That's part of my love language. That is part of my love language. Like I'm a kisser, and yeah,
LL. Are you LL?
she's a kisser too, but she's like, babe, people don't kiss like that all the time. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm in a movie in my head. When I leave the house, I want you to grab me by my shirt and pull me back in and start kissing me like I can't go to work. Yeah,
Listen, he is in the movie every day.
every
I'm telling
day,
him.
every
I
day.
am not a part of the cast today.
Hey, no days off, no days off. Yeah, but no, but as far as the question, you had said, well, have there been anyone that's ever been like that's came in between our marriage or anything like that? If we have those challenges and things like that, the beautiful thing about that with us, honestly, we have not had like any kind of a big mix up like that. And I think that's the one beautiful thing. The crazy thing is, it's like once it's been so long, not that it's a problem, with it, but now that becomes it's like when a team becomes 15-0, that 16-0 is going to come because they want to protect that 15-0. So it's like I've never had that problem before, so now I'm gonna go extra out of my way to keep that record always going where you never have that problem. So it's almost like that's
Yeah.
not the only reason why we don't have that problem, but at the same time, hey, you hear so many stories of what's going on and all that, and I'm like, I'm not trying to have that. So yeah,
You don't have to
Johnetta
do.
don't.
yeah,
That's too much.
yeah.
Too much.
So I'd rather protect that, that can keep that streak going than allow, somebody to kind of come in and, disrupt what we have going on.
Yeah.
Um, Now, I'm not going to say people haven't tried. I'm not going to say that and things like that. Um, we've been together so long, we don't have a lot of outside stuff,
Yeah.
so ours is a little bit unique when it comes to that.
And I'm cuckoo for cuckoo puffs.
Right, because
They don't want to see that other side.
She said.
They don't want to
She
see
said,
her.
don't come up here and
because
try it. She said,
Don't.
don't try
It
it.
won't
no,
be good.
no, we have
All the
two things
smoke,
though. It's
all the
two
smoke.
things going on. We got LL Cool J, Johnetta that killed Tupac. They just haven't found her yet. So you know,
Oh man, right.
Hmm.
It was funny. Before we were married, we had we worked at the same spot, company, and you're it's a lot of people in there. So we used to have
They trying to get
little
the work, boo.
the work husband and the yeah,
Or
they
the work
work wife,
wife, the work
yeah, yeah.
husband.
But she was there though, so she got the
She said, I am the work
absolutely,
wife. I
yeah.
am.
That's
So I mean, but
right.
yeah. But I mean, I'll be honest though, man. Once you got a solid base, and you're able to make sure, and you know what? I'll say this: it's what energy you give off. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? So when you get married, there's a certain type of energy that you can't necessarily give that all the time when you out just in the world. You know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
single, it's okay to give that suave, sexy, hey, come talk to me kind of look. That you're trying to attract somebody. You're trying to, you want them
Yeah.
to come around. But when you get married,
Hmm.
your attention, it shifts. And that's not
Hmm.
the energy you
Hmm.
give off. So when you don't give off that energy, like I tell her all the time, I think my wife is the finest thing. You know, oh my
She
God.
fly now.
Oh my
She
God.
fly.
Hey, y'all don't understand. I get to see all the behind the scenes, you know what I mean? And I love it. She already know I'm a fan.
we
I'm
need
a
to give
fan.
lessons. We need to
And
give lessons. Some women need some help. We need Johnetta to help them in Jesus' name because they've been trying for a long time, and we need Johnetta to come along and help them out because I don't think they know what's going on. I don't. You got them.
Miss Inez enlisting your
Oh
help
man.
That's your
for some
ministry, to help
of these
these
people.
women that need help.
She's
Yeah.
enlisting your help. She
'Cause
said there
just
needs to
because
be a
it say
special
one
ministry
size, I don't.
for you
It
to
can
help
only
some of
fit
these
that
people
one
out.
road. That's it. It
See,
needs to help.
see, don't
Kind of.
Oh man.
They
listen.
don't. No.
Nah.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give. Yes, I agree. It is the energy you give off.
Yeah.
Every time I time it, I be like, ain't nobody trying to talk to me. They already know. Like, come
Yeah.
on. They respect us enough. I think they respect us our marriage enough not to do that.
Mhm.
So
It's like when you
Yeah.
see Saul at church, and he up there playing the drums, and Johnetta walk in, and then all of a sudden you see these flowers pop out of his head. The sunrise because his wife then walked in. I said, "Look at it."
Absolutely.
you hit them symbols a little harder, right? I'm just saying.
Hey. I done got real good. She already know it's a certain time. I'm looking. I'm
But he
looking through
looking
that
like,
glass like, hey, where's she at? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I did that booba dooba doo 4 times.
right.
Where is she at?
Yeah. They
Where's
may
she at?
think I'm trying to see where the song is going, like what part now. I'm trying to see where my wife at. Yeah, no, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. With
Yeah,
love being a
absolutely.
choice, right? In what ways do you choose, just on a daily, to show each other love? But there you go. So you just said
Yeah.
you look for
Mhm.
all the time when you up
Always.
there playing. And you in your
Yeah,
He's in
movies.
a movie.
for real.
So
In the movie.
what do I do to show him love? He's a physical touch, so if I walk past him, I might give him a rub or something like that. I used to be really, really great about fixing his plate. I have really slacked in that area. So I'm trying to do better at, showing that here's your plate, my love. You know.
To her defense, though, there's things both of us have slacked on, you
Yeah.
know.
And I know that that's one of his. If I'm fixing it's not if I'm fixing his plate, but if I, bringing him a plate, he's like, oh, that was sweet. Because those are things I used to
Yeah.
do, before. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things I do. What else do I do?
Um, I mean, honestly, I think you do a lot now. And like I said, once you evolve in marriage and probably just in relationship in general, once you really really realize that that person is for you, you start to pick up on the small little things that they may do. Because I think early on, and even when we were married, I'm always looking for what I want to feel that love. You know what I mean? Like, no, and then she may do something, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, she did it, but I wanted it done a certain way in order for me to feel that love. Like, it's cool that she did it, but you know, but then you start to realize, hey,
Yeah.
that is her, and if you're going to accept her, that's part of her, and then you start to appreciate it a little bit more. Then you start to realize, like, hey, she went out her way to do that. Whether it was exactly what you wanted or not, she went out of her way to do that. And then you start to love that part of it. So then that helps make everything else a little easier because you're accepting her really for her true self then. Yeah. And then also to circle back, because Miss Inez, I don't think we answered your question with the through connection. Yeah, and I only say that because the connection, what keeps us connected, you know, early on, it was just the normal relationship things, that you do when you're courting and all that. But for us, we've been together so long, it's almost like that's one of the things that help us. For me, it's like I'm just gonna always protect that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just icing on the cake that we really do love each other. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, no, that's one of our connections. Of course, Christ, God, everything, our church. That's a huge connection that
Yeah.
we have. Family, our family values, those are huge connections that we have. And just our kids, that's a huge connection, you know. But yeah, no, those are some of our through connections. I just thought about that, but I don't think we fully answered that one.
When you guys got married, did you guys go through marriage counseling? And if so, was it with
Oh,
Pastor
Got you.
Elgin?
Yes, we definitely went to marriage counseling. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not want to do marriage counseling. Um, I didn't, and I don't want to say I was cocky in it, but I'm like, what we need to do marriage counseling for? I waited all this time to figure out that you were the right one for me. I waited this long, and I'm like, I know you're the right one for me. You know, I've seen the bad, I've seen what I don't like. I weighed whether or not I want to accept it or not. You know, yeah, and I see the good. So in my end, I'm like, can't nobody else, and but that's young, immature me, you know. We did do it. Um, we did it with a not with our pastor. Yeah, we did it with the outside pastor. It was him and his wife. But it was really good.
yeah,
It was
recommended by Pastor.
yeah, yeah. And we didn't want to go to
Okay,
somebody,
okay,
that he knows both of us. That's my brother, of course, so I didn't
yeah,
want to do that. So
yeah.
yeah, but no, he recommended a pastor, great pastor too, great counselor. And I mean it honestly did help.
It did.
Yeah, it makes you think about a whole lot of things before you make that lifetime commitment. And some people go into it not thinking it's a lifetime commitment, like no, there's going to it knowing that's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You do
Mm-hmm.
your research and you make the good choice before you say I do.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
wait till I say I do to learn
yeah.
about if it's a good choice or not.
Right. You be answering no questions like, what?
Because I'm just
Yeah,
they find out some things.
Yeah.
I'm sure and be like,
right,
hold on,
right.
hold on, wait a
Yeah,
minute,
like
wait a minute. We didn't
Right.
discuss this
exactly.
before. Like
Yeah,
we need to back
absolutely.
up.
Yeah. And if you have a good marriage counselor, that's what they're going to do. They're going to have, they're going to help bring up all those red flags and the questions that you're uncomfortable to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
you know.
always said that, like, because my dad is a pastor, in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm like,
Okay.
Nice.
when I do get married, you're not doing my marriage counseling. That's no, sir,
Yeah.
because I want him to just be my dad on the wedding day. Like I want him to be
Right.
my dad
Yes.
and let somebody else marry me, right? But I can't imagine
Mm-hmm.
going to marriage counseling with my dad. He'll be just looking like the whole time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What he
Like,
about
what?
to say?
And then they get to a
Yeah, like
different
what
set
he
of
about to
questions.
say? Like,
Right. Yeah.
so
Hey, it's funny because that marriage counselor, even though it's a preacher, hey, they gonna ask you some
I
questions
I,
about that
I can
bedroom.
imagine. So can you imagine your
Right. So
dad be
that be
like, what?
that be a little
So
uncomfortable.
I'm like, nah, see, so we're not about to
Yeah.
we're not about to do this with you.
Right. Nah, that wouldn't fly.
So I have another question. Miss
uh-uh.
Inez, do you have
No, you
another
go ahead
question
and
you want
ask
to
yours.
ask before I ask my
Go ahead and
question?
ask yours.
So so this isn't in relation to love. I do have another question about love. However, a little birdie told me to ask you guys when it's tap into us coming back.
Mm,
Ooh.
that's a great question.
It's we're working on it. We're working on it. It's gonna be
Okay.
sooner than
Miss
later.
Inez,
Absolutely.
tap into us is their
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
podcast.
I think they would have a good podcast. You know what? Saul don't say much,
Yes.
but you're real smart. You must have been
Yeah.
reading a lot when you was little, but you're real smart.
Yeah, he got a lot of knowledge, right? Listen,
Oh man.
like
That's funny.
I tell you, he real smart. But I tell you, you can get you. I been telling him like, I mean, are you really talking to me, or is it a gift of gab? I'm just trying to
See, I tell you,
understand.
that's what she always thinks. She be like, she think I be always trying to game her.
He do. That was time be like, but hey, I be falling for it. Like now what?
Well, at least he
Uh-huh.
uses
He
those cards
does.
Thank
for
you.
good
But
because
yes.
there's a lot of them out here using that little gift of
Oh yeah,
gab for
yeah.
terrible
Hey,
things.
and I got 4 daughters, So definitely know that I'm letting them know how that gift of gab rock, so they be aware of it.
Right.
Listen, you
Oh
gotta tell
yeah.
them I got three daughters, so and one of mine
Oh
is
yeah,
21.
yeah.
So I gotta talk to her
Absolutely,
like, listen,
absolutely. You
sis.
got to.
Gotta
Yeah,
say
you have to. Yeah, I had really
Hmm.
good teachers though. I
You
really,
gotta
really
tell
did.
them.
Like my father, and if you ask him now, he'll say how quiet he is and things like that. But sometimes quietness, speaks volumes. You know, yeah. He was quiet, confident. My mom, she was loud, confident. you know, so I got the best of both worlds with her. Yeah.
yes, but yes, I am excited for Tabitha as it
Oh yeah.
will. It is coming. We are really trying to work diligently towards that because we've had a lot of people asking. So we are trying to figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. No, we're actively in the works of doing it.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I say we're close, we're as far as getting set, and this time we want to do it, and we want to do it, right. I mean, not to say we didn't do it right the last time, but we just want to put, 2.0.
Quality. Quality.
Yeah, that little birdie said that they were looking forward to that to come back and
Oh
making sure
yeah,
that I
yeah. No,
mentioned that
that's
to
cool.
you
Of
guys.
That
course,
just
you
gives
gonna
us
build
even
the
more
set, right?
motivation. Yeah.
I said so.
What you
I
say,
know
Miss
Saul gonna
Inez?
build a set. He gonna have the background and everything going. Have you ever
Say
thought
that one
about
more
being a
time.
fashion coordinator, Johnetta?
A fashion coordinator, me?
Mhm.
Thing. I just do what works for me. I just put together what works for me. I don't feel like I can sell somebody else. Like that's just not my thing.
Okay, well, what about when Saul's business get bigger and then you're the one to go and have your crew help stage the houses? Would you do that?
Oh no, now Saul, his brother, him and his brother, that's them. I can't stage no house now. Now I can put on I can stage some clothes on your body, but on put on some in a house like furnishing and color and setting it up. Oh no, Saul, he's HGTV all day. Him and Elgin, I'm telling y'all, they got it.
The thing
Oh
with
yeah, I know Pastor. I know Pastor would
oh
woo
yeah,
child.
oh yeah, and
Design by Dupree and Saul will do it all. Hey, I feel
There you go.
right. Well, now the thing about Janetta that's real cool though, with her fashion, she's into fashion without, to me, I think, without really knowing that you are into fashion. Because when she gets dressed, I mean, she'll come down. Her best outfits, her best looks are looks that she didn't plan. She just went up there and just like
Yeah,
put something on, and she come down thinking it's nothing. And me and the kids like, man, that is fire. And then she go out and somebody give her a compliment. She's like, this one, I would have thought you would have liked the other. No. Like, and I tell her all the time, whenever you put you on it, that's fire. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. It's
Oh
the you that
yeah,
does it
yeah,
every time.
Appreciate it. Thank
It's the
yeah,
you.
you that does
definitely.
it every time.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
we're definitely
Hmm.
excited.
Yeah, you was giving today in your
Thank you.
love
Yeah.
on
Listen, we
purpose
was all
sweatshirt. You was
given.
you
I
was
was like,
giving
oh
today.
man, it was so nice. Thank you.
Now I will ask you, Johnetta, first, and then Saul, to give us single ladies some encouragement just on navigating through these mucky, icky, mucky dating
Listen,
waters. Cause it is definitely contaminated out here and
Mm-mm.
hard out here in
listen.
these streets.
Mm.
What what encouragement can you give
I
us?
would just my encouraging thing is listen, you are the prize.
100%.
And I really believe we are the prize. As long as you are carrying yourself in a certain way, you know, listen, I don't know what's out here because I mean, this dating scene is like way different for me. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I make it, but I just say you are the prize. Realize who you are as a woman. Realize what you carry. Realize, listen, carry yourself a certain way, and Listen, there is someone out there for everybody. I really seriously, honestly do believe that. I just really feel like if we're at a place in society where everything is so easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is so easy.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
they don't have to work for nothing. Make them work. Make them work. Make them court you. Make them date you. Make them, I mean, and as a woman, you do your part as well. Being respectable. Women learn how to cook now.
Praise the Lord.
I'ma say it.
You said
Y'all
learn
gotta
how to
be able
Say
to
cook.
it one more
cook.
again. Say it for
Y'all
one
cannot be
minute.
ordering
You can't be heating
DoorDash.
up them ramen noodles, son.
We
Right.
gotta learn how to be some wives. We gotta learn how to cook. We have to learn how to clean.
Hmm.
I know everybody
Yes.
got all these cleaning ladies and stuff. That's great. But you have to come with, something yourself. Bring something to the table, that'll make a man excited, and give him something excited to look at. Don't be walking out here with your bonnet on your head.
Oh Lord. The bonnet ministry is
She
real.
Don't.
said,
The bonnet ministry is
The
real.
bonnet
They
ministry.
seen a little girl. She had to be about 2 years old. She was this big and her bonnet was this big.
You cannot.
Oh
You
man.
cannot.
she
Right,
called it the bonnet ministry.
right.
But
Mm-mm.
no, I want you. I mean, just be a, just be like a normal woman. Don't be easy. Don't make it easy for a man because you should make it easy for a man. But
Right.
bring something to the table. And I think if you do those things and carry yourself a certain way, because men can tell what they can do and who and what they can do and how they can do with who, or what they can't do and who they can respect. So yeah, put off them
Straight
values,
answer.
spill off them kind of fumes
Right.
and some vibes, and I guarantee you be like,
Yeah.
okay,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm not easy. You're gonna respect me.
You gotta work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Demand it.
Yeah.
Demand it. Mm-hmm. All right, Saul, what you got for the fellas? We had Jesse on before. He has moved on and
Okay,
doing big
cool.
things, but we still love to hear
I got
the
you.
male perspective on everything. So you don't have, you can definitely bless us ladies with what you think will help us, encourage us out here in the dating world, but give the guys
They
some
need help.
encouragement too, even though we
Oh
don't
no,
have
hey,
one
no, I
currently.
got you. I'll I'll be honest. You know, looking, outside looking in for us, of course. I do not envy you guys. First off, let me say that. Like it's a crazy time. I think for singles.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's just on the female side or the male side. I think it's honestly both.
Yeah,
I
I
really
agree.
do. Um, you know, and just the same way that a lot of these jokers out here ain't no good. It's a lot of women that that little wholesome
It's an
housewives
act,
that
honey. Sometimes that's an
yeah.
act.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That those days are
Hmm.
gone. You
Hmm.
know. But no, I would honestly say you have to work on yourself first. You know. I think, and that goes for men, women, and men. If I heard it was something I was watching, and they was basically saying if the applause and things like that, the women complimenting you, and all that stuff is if that's what drives you when you don't have whatever you had that got that compliment, what's going to be your new motivator? You know what I mean? So we could be in the gym, we can stay fresh, the beards, the Beijing, and you can do all that stuff and get all that attention and stuff, but how are you going to keep their attention? You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You can't be superficial with it. And you definitely have to watch who you attract. But yeah, no, I honestly think it's just a self thing because number one, I think the biggest thing, and I mean, I'm in a room full of ladies. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Confidence is one of the most attractive thing for men.
Yeah.
And the only way a man is going to get confidence is for him to work on himself first. You know, when I go, I got my gym in my basement. When I go down in that basement and I do what I do down in my gym, it's for me to build my own confidence up. You know what I mean? That's me working on me. If I'm doing, reading, if I'm doing things for my mind, doing things for my finances, hitting every aspect. If you don't have it, fake it till you not. I ain't gonna say fake it till you make it, but change your mindset so that you're, going towards those goals. I mean, that type of man is an attractive man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's you're going, and then you're going to bring in the caliber of woman, that you're trying to attract. Um, it's the same way
Man,
for, I think what she say.
she down there cutting up. What?
Right, I can tell she down there cutting out.
We
What you
got to
say,
make
Miss
sure you tell these
Inez?
men they need to take a bath, put on deodorant, and brush their teeth. Get their hair cut on a
Hey,
regular.
for
If
real.
they don't have the style now, we're going to pray that they get it together. Quit wearing them jeans that just say jeans. I'm going to need a name on them or something. So, put some Vaseline on
Absolutely.
your lips or
Absolutely.
something. Do something.
Hey,
Some
I
so confidence in your physical appearance is what.
100%.
Mhm.
And I'll be honest, some of that stuff, it happens in your young adult life. Because if you see my son, like he loves cologne now. He don't leave the house without chapstick. you know, um,
And
he,
how old is he?
just
How old is he?
he's 13 now.
So he's starting to know this girl. So he like, yeah, let
Don't
me
go there
smell
about the
good.
girls. Let it go.
Let me put some
Absolutely.
Don't.
chapstick on. And
Yeah, yeah,
He done had on the
yeah.
jersey
You
and everything.
know.
Let that go. We're gonna go into another subject. Don't talk about the jersey with the girls.
Uh-oh. Look. See,
look
you
at her
already
face. She's
know.
like, oh no. But I did
Oh
notice
yeah.
that with my like my friends that my nephews are too little. But my friends' sons and that like when they got about 12, 13, they start
Mhm. Yeah.
putting lotion on,
Right. Yeah.
spraying on
It's-
cologne when they start getting interested in them girls. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, no, and I think he watches me, and that's his model. That he goes from. You know, but yeah, and I just had that conversation. With my daughter, and y'all may not agree with me, but this is just me. A man's going to get away with whatever a man that you're going to allow a man to get away with.
I don't know. I agree.
A lot of times, and that's not a good thing. It's not. I'm
I
not
agree with
saying it.
that.
It's just sometimes how guys are. So they're going to test the water, and if you ain't there to let them know, hey, nah, you ain't doing that. It's going to be what it's going to be. And I told my daughter, like, these guys out here now, they don't brush their hair. They not coming to you a certain way. They're not doing this and that and all that, but they still get women though. So in my
Then they'll
head, I'm
change.
like,
Yeah.
if y'all just say no,
Cause you stink.
they're gonna go back and they're gonna be like,
Cause
man,
you stink.
why I
That's why.
can't pull no women? So man, it's so funny. We had a conversation the other day, and I told my wife, I said, when it comes to relationships, I don't care how old you are, it's all
It
the
is.
same. I think women are all the same, regardless of how old they are, and I think men are the same, regardless of how old they are. It could be an older gentleman. He know what to say. Yeah, we're men. We know what to say to get you guys and things like that. And in my head, I'll be like, man, even after all them years, they still don't know that, that's just gay, or whatever. Like, stop. Hey, don't let them get away with it, man. You
All
know.
right. So we have discussed the topic of love with you lovebirds. Do you have any other pointers, words of encouragement that you can give to us singles or even to married couples?
Yeah. I mean, I would say love yourself, work on yourself. And that's for men and women. Once you work on yourself, that is a very attractive thing. There's nothing like a confident woman that comes in and demands, the attention of a room, but not the that crazy type of tension. It's just it's a regalness about you.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's the same thing with the guys. You know what I mean? Once you work on yourself, you build your own confidence, and not false confidence, but actual real confidence for you to stand on. And pick a woman that can, if you want kids and things of that nature, that you can see yourself. See if she's a mother. Don't pick somebody that's don't have those traits, and then you're worried about it later. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
do your research on people. Trust the process of dating. Don't be afraid to keep putting yourself out there. It's what makes us. Getting hurt.
Hmm.
You learn from those experiences. I know you're probably tired of being hurt, but sometimes you got to work on yourself, because who are you attracting? If you're
Right.
getting hurt, and
That's
a
a
lot of
real thing.
times, yeah, a lot of times everybody has a type. So in today's age, yeah, they like a little bit of that toxic, just a little bit to keep the
Toxic.
edge. And I get it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I definitely get it. But you got to do your research on people. Work on yourself. Truly work on yourself. And trust the process, man.
And trust love. There is still love out here for
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
Don't give up on love. Love still exists. It's tangible for everyone if you believe in it.
100%. Be in love with love.
You hear that, Miss Inez? It's love out here for everybody.
I heard
And they gonna give you some banana, and they gonna bring you some banana now later. Come on.
He out
thank
here
the
somewhere
Lord.
with all his limbs. Miss Inez with good teeth. She always
Right,
worried about him having teeth.
right.
Her list ain't
Listen,
that hard. We talked about her list last time. It's not that they gotta have all
Right.
their limbs. They gotta have a mouthful of teeth.
Uh, uh, uh.
And then once you get comfortable, they can come in her bubble and maybe give her a little physical touch.
Right, right.
Get their hands and have some gloves on.
So Miss Inez,
Uh,
you know what time it is, right?
Oh my goodness. That time the quote for today is real good. It fits our topic for today. My quote for today is happiness is a journey, not a destination.
Oh,
Oh,
Mm.
what? One more game?
Okay.
Let me hear
yeah,
Okay.
run
that.
that back one more
Good.
again.
Yeah,
One
run
more
that
time.
back.
Again. Run
One more
it
thing.
back.
I see what you did there.
and what I said, and what I said, what I said was happiness is a journey, not a
Mm.
destination.
Yeah.
Did you feel that? I felt that right here. Right here. I felt it. Right here.
Oh man, that's good though.
It is.
So, Adrian, what time is it? I want to know. Can you hear me now?
I heard you. Can you hear me now?
Mr. Orton, can you hear me now?
I definitely heard what you just said. Can y'all hear me now?
That was that LL. Y'all have a good night.
You got to. You raise
Bye.
my hand and you say I got to. And I promise again that I never lie to you. It's crazy you forgive everything that I do. I'ma let you use me. It's every single thing you do it for me. No, you never